February taong 2011, isang taon ang makalipas nang durugin ng ating kababayan na si Nonito Donaire ang mga tigasin noon sa Bantamweight Division na sila Vladimir Sidorenko ng bansang Ukraine.
Big right hand, right hand! Oh, good strides the Ukrainian. Hey, boxing is entertainment. I need to Vladimir Sidorenko.
Unified World Bantamweight Champion na si Fernando Montiel.
Good there he is. Out of there. It's over with. It's over with. Boy, let's take a look at the knockdown. The first one, it's a counter shot after Montiel scored with the right hand. Yeah, Montiel was putting the pressure. Now he stops it. You have company. The Filipino fans here in Las Vegas.
Taong 2012, umakyat ang timbang mula Bantamweight papuntang 122 pound Super Bantamweight Division ang tinaguriang The Filipino Flash na si Nonito Donaire upang sagupain ang hambog at mayabang na Puerto Rican boxer na si Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. para sa bakanting WBO World Super Bantamweight title. Sa laban nga na ito ay nagawang manalo sa isang dikit na split decision at makuha ng ating pambato ang kanyang 4 na World Major title sa magkakaibang dibisyon. Bagamat nanalo ang ating kababayan ay tila ba marami ang nakapansin na nahirapan itong manalo sa Puerto Rican boxer. Dahil kung babalikan ang mga naging laban ni Donaire sa flyweight hanggang bantamweight division ay halos lahat ng nakalaban niya dito ay puro knockout ang inabot.
Working well. Oh my! Look out! Darchinian down for the first time! That may go down as one of the knockouts of the year.
Another big shot by Donaire and the sweeping left puts Maldonado down. Oh, belting him to the body with the left, and that is it.
Judges actually had...
Ooh, nice left hook by Donaire. Marquez in trouble trying to hold on, and Donaire. Left hook, right hand. Oh, a beautiful left uppercut, and it sends Marquez down.
Subalit pagdating nga ng laban ni Donaire dito kay Wilfredo Vasquez Jr., sa dami ng mga pinakawalan nitong suntok at halos mawasak na ang kamay, sa tindi ng mga patamang natamo ng Puerto Rican fighter, hindi nagawang manakaw ni Donaire itong taga Puerto Rico. Kaya naman marami ang nagtatanong kung kaya nga bang dali ni Donaire ang kanyang mga pamatay na suntok sa mataas na dibisyon. Lalo na't ang susunod niyang makakalaban ay ang South African IBF World Super Bantamweight Champion na si Jeffrey Matebola, isang matangkad at mas di hamak na mas mahaba ang mga galamay kung ikukumpara sa ating kababayan. Bukod pa dyan, sa buong karera nito sa professional boxing, sa Super Bantamweight lamang ito lumalaban. Kaya naman malaki ang paniniwala ng South African boxer na hindi uubra ang ating kababayan sa kanya. Ayon pa kay Matebola ay madali lamang niyang tatalunin si Donaire at siya ang magbibigay ng ikalawang talo sa ating kababayan. Sa unang round, makikita kaagad ang lamang ng South African boxer pagdating sa tangkad at habang ng mga galamay nito. Subalit, hindi ito naging alintana ng ating kababayan at bumitaw kaagad ng isang matinding kaliwa na siya namang tumama kay Matebola.
Matebola is now backing straight up, which is not good.
Well, when Donaire closes the gap, he negates the height. According to CompuBox, through the first 2 minutes, Matebola has landed 4 of 35 jabs.
So he's doing VADA, volunteer testing for performance enhancers year-round, Donaire. He's natural, it's just, he's gifted. Using angles, using that great foot speed and hand speed. Here, he, in the first round at least, he was really just applying.
Matebola tries to go to the body. Donaire obviously quicker with the hands.
Taller than Donaire, so Donaire has to go.
Dropping his...
Not Nonito. He's good enough, I think, that he can overcome this kid, just like he's doing.
Good combination and a good hook to the body. Finished it off for Matebola.
He's not afraid to trade with Nonito.
Well, he's throwing that home run hook, Donaire is.
Matebola's throwing a pretty good punch himself, though.
Trade inside.
That's surprising to me.
Donaire with a left hand with Matebola against the ropes.
I don't love it.
Landed some pretty good scoring blows in this round. Donaire tries to get on him. Matebola ties him up. end of round 2.
Half of the fight. That's when you're saying to be able to fight on American TV.
That's right. If you see them on American TV, it means they can fight.
Work inside with the left hand from Matabula, then he fires out a jab.
Behind the jab, and he's throwing that home run left hook as though he hopes that's going to end the fight. And Matabula is able to score with some combinations, some jabs on the way inside.
And who did more damage? I mean, I thought in round 2 when he threw over 100 punches, he did more. Does he do enough to offset those wallops? That's what you have to judge, and it ain't easy. Let me tell you, 2-1, Nonito Donaire.
Who comes out harder in the second half. And Roy, some of those little...
And they can have much more of a devastating effect late on the fight. As he said in his corner, what they said in his corner, Nonito's face is starting to show a little redness. That could be
scored that round. Yeah. Harold gave that round to Donaire.
Right and a left.
Times to get his range back, get his distance, get his balance. He's trying to pick off some more shots, and as I say, then Matabula lands some good shots.
But isn't that a little bit of a carryover from the last round where he fought
smart in boxing? How high can he go in weight? Can he be effective against larger fighters? And I suppose in many respects, good right.
And he's very effective, and then eventually he got his big shot in.
My hand from Matabula.
We knew he was going to pick it up late in the fight. It's just that, which means he's willing to sacrifice to land his big shot.
And then Donaire steps in with
a bigger, longer, rangier fighter as a pressure.
Oh, good left hand by Donaire. And he fires up with another. There's another one there's Max Kellerman sort of round. Who would you rather be at the end of the round? A little swelling in the left eye of Donaire.
And solid punches on the tall fella.
Yeah, by the way, this is the kind of fight. Oh, good combination by Matabula.
I like to see here ringside.
I agree. Throwing the shots, there's no comparison. Nonito's throwing much harder than Matabula. If not over.
Right hand from Donaire.
Like that.
Great knockouts have come inside of the first 4 rounds. Being appreciably shorter here. Left hand by Matabula touched the face of Donaire. Donaire steps back in with a power shot of his own. Matabula took Donaire back a little of his own medicine.
Great hook by Matabula.
Sort of on Donaire. Like as Max said, he's having to fight a different kind of fight than he's used to. Throwing 13 around.
There goes Matabula into a knockout so far. Is now trying to...
Matabula has stuck with the script as far as what he needs to do to sort of control range and actually threw a punch.
He's hurt. Something wrong with him.
That's the first one in almost 40 seconds.
No, something broke.
Robert Garcia told Donaire, I think he looks like he broke his jaw.
And you got to give Donaire's chin some credit too, because that was one of his chopping right hands. He stopped.
Has landed some real good shots here.
Steps in with a right. Donaire says, bring it on. Fires a couple power shots. That's how it ends.
Matapos ang umatikabong 12 rounds, ay dinomina ng ating kababayan na si Nonito Donaire ang laban kontra sa South African World Champion. Bagamat limado pagdating sa tangkad at haba, itong si Matabula, hindi naman niya ito nagamit sa ating kababayan. Isang patunay na hindi advantage pagdating sa boxing ang tangkad. Dahil kung makikita sa round 4, kung saan ay pinabagsak ni Donaire si Matabula, munti ka na itong manakaut. Kung hindi lang ito nasa by the bell, malamang na knockout ang aabutin nito sa ating pambato.
That's how you chop a tall tree down.
Matapos ang 16 na sunod na panalo mula 2001 hanggang 2007, sa wakas ay nabigyan ng malaking laban ang ating pambato at tinaguriang The Filipino Flash na si Nonito Donaire Jr. kontra sa undefeated at 6-time world champion at ipinagmamalaki ng Armenia na si Bakhtan Bigdarchinyan. Ang laban na ito ng ating kababayan sa tinaguriang The Raging Bull ng bansang Armenia ang siyang nagbigay daan upang mas makilala sa mundo ng palakasan ang tinaguriang The Filipino Flash. Taong 2007 nang sagupayan ng ating kababayan na si Nonito Donaire ang undefeated fighter ng bansang Armenia na si Big The Raging Bull Darchinyan. Ang boksingerong minaliit ang kakayahan ng Filipino fighter na si Donaire. Nasa panahong ito ay 6-time world champion sa flyweight division. Dala ang undefeated record na 28 wins. Isama pa ang 22 na galing sa knockout at walang talo. Kumpiyansa si Darchinyan na madali lamang niyang tatalunin si Donaire. Nasa panahong ito ay hawak ang 2 titulo na IBF at IBO World Flyweight title. At dahil bilib na bilib sa sarili ang Armenian fighter, bago ang kanilang laban ay sinasabi nitong magagaya lamang si Donaire sa mga naunang nakalaban ni Darchinyan, kung saan ang karamihan dito ay nauwi sa isang knockout.
Ready for 100%. That is my point. On Saturday when I demolish him and knock him out, I don't want any excuses.
At upang maisatupad ang laban na inahangad ni Donaire kay Darchinyan ay bumaba ito mula super flyweight papuntang flyweight division. Pero bago pa sagupain ng ating pambato ang mayabang na si Darchinyan, ay nauna munang sumubok ang nakatatandang kapatid ni Nonito na si Glenn Donaire noong 2006, kung saan ay technical knockout ang inabot ni Glenn sa kamay ng Armenian fighter na napabalita pang nawasak ang panga nito sa lakas ng mga suntok na sinalo nito kay Darchinyan. Kaya naman, ganito na lamang ang paniniwala ni Darchinyan na magiging isipait lamang sa kanya si Donaire. Sa unang round, mas naunang naging agresibo si Donaire at pininuntrya kaagad ang bodega ng kalaban, habang si Darchinyan ay nanatiling kalmado at pabanjing-banjing lamang na tila ba pinakikiramdaman mabuti ang ating pambato.
You can see the punches coming. Darchinyan's response, he was toying.
Darchinyan, who's a fighter that comes forward dealing. Donaire's attack
With Glenn that night, didn't punch as hard as he usually does. Big left uppercut attempt there by Donaire, that missed.
Two things have happened. The right hand is landing for Door already.
And a wild swing and a miss with the left by Darchinyan. The free-swinging Darchinyan is being tested right out of the gate here.
Donaire, but the left is landing by Darchinyan. We've seen it in all the fights, and he's getting whacked by Donaire.
He just got hit. That was a shot. He's blazing here midway through the first round.
Now, the danger in all this is Donaire better not get
Fast, and he can handle pressure. He's got a lot of amateur experience.
Well, in the keys to victory, one of the ones was land.
Which is the correct thing to do. And another wild swing and a miss there by straight right by Donaire. Donaire.
You know, Vic Darchinyan's probably.
Now Donaire goes to the midsection, but that was blocked by Darchinyan. Darchinyan's uppercut, but that straight left can really wear you down. Look at him. Darchinyan 28-0 with 22 knockouts.
Now, Darchinyan told us he wanted to use his right hand a lot more in this fight.
He's trying to surprise him with the right. There it is, right there on cue.
You know what I'm surprised at? And it's a good weapon.
Left hand.
He's known primarily as a left-handed puncher. So let's see if he tries to throw the right hook and the right uppercut a little him sometimes in fights since.
Oh, Darchinyan got nailed and then he came back.
It's almost as if Darchinyan has stepped up in weight because Donaire is round. He's had a better second round. I don't know if he's winning it, but it's been better.
Well, he's usually a slow starter. Heavy lefts there is Darchinyan, but Donaire standing his ground, looking. Trying to push Donaire back in what is developing into an interesting affair. Well, as we...
And, you know, round two, I have to say I might have put it in Darchinyan's column because of his good... Darchinyan's finding the range with
lapses, but his unconventional style and his incredible power usually bail him.
Second half of the round, he did come back very well, and not body work by Donaire.
Bail him out. And when he straightens out those lefts, the power is compounded. Like
get countered by Donaire. That's an issue for him.
Donaire has more well-rounded skills than.
Now, and you saw Darchinyan react.
Big straight left hand right on the button by Vic Darchinyan. That nailed Donaire. Darchinyan battles back. Donaire marching forward. Donaire sensing the moment. He facing. It's another hard left hand to the chin by Donaire.
Ironic that a left hook has been the big weapon for Donaire. Surprising.
What a huge kind of trouble. It might be the belt on the line. Darchinian's undefeated record.
He's got to be a little nervous at this point.
Tense moments for Ruben Darchinian. The first trip to the United States. A lot of concern in the Darchinian corner as well, led by trainer Billy Hussein, who's 2-0 with Darchinian. So Stakes
owned a gas station in Armenia, and he and Vic have a great relationship. And right now, he's got to be concerned for his son,
Jeff Bennett.
You know what's interesting about this too? Now, Darchinian kind of feels urgency to come forward and make things happen, but when he does,
Donaire, as aggressive as he was towards the end of the third round, just tasted a straight left hand from
here. Is counterpunching him so effectively. So it's a tricky situation for Vic Darchinian right now.
Donaire not Darchinian.
Darchinian's able to get that left hand when especially when he uses the jab. I think Victor
is Darchinian, so the eyes are becoming a factor for Darchinian, and it's early.
Were he using it more, it would set up that straight left hand.
You'll notice both eyes red and swollen on Darchinian right now, missing wildly with a straight left. How will Vic Darchinian handle adversity? Letting him off the hook. Now, that right hand by Donaire was blocked by the left glove of Darchinian. For the moment, it appears as if Donaire is left hand by Darchinian to the chest, pushes Donaire back.
Again, the counter left hook by Joe. We talked about that before the fight. He likes to rough things up in there, but you can't do it, Steve, when your opponent, who has a big height and reach advantage, stays on the outside there. You know, the problem with Darchinian is when he rushes in, defense is not something he remembers much, and Donaire's been able to take
Donaire, and Eddie Claudio is saying, don't do that.
I kind of thought it was fun.
Works better in basketball.
Yes.
Nice counter left there by Donaire. Another counter there by Darchinian. And a spin-over move by final seconds of the round. And Darchinian ends it with fighters. Glenn Donaire, a face-first brawler. And Nonito more of a tactical
right now.
Darchinian came in thinking that Nonito was more of a threat, that he was better than Glenn, taking nothing away from the technician.
And Nonito Donaire has some physical attributes too that his brother doesn't have. He's taller. He's got
from Glenn's skills. Round 5 underway, scheduled for 12. IBF flyweight belt on the line. The body there by Donaire.
Exactly, Steve. And the body work Donaire's done over the first 4.5 rounds could pay dividends later in the fight. Donaire,
champion Darchinian in the black, struggling a little bit with the challenger in the red. Nonito Donaire, nice shot to the, Sherman Kane from the Manchester Journal-Inquirer here in Connecticut. Mark Abrams, 15 rounds.
Thinks he'll own the later rounds. In his last 12-round fight.
.com, Jack Obermeyer from Boxing Digest. They'll be up at the midway point of round 5.
Donaire against Oscar Andrade won the last 3 rounds dramatically to win that. There's the jab by Nonito Donaire working well.
Oh my! Look out! Darchinian down for the first. Terrible sequence all over. It's all over. Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset. They go down as one of the knockouts of the year, if not the knockout of the year.
Pagdating ng round 5 ay dito na nagsimulang umatake ang Armenian boxer. Subalit, ang hindi alam ni Darchinian ay handa pala ang ating pambato sa mga gagawin nitong pag-atake. At dahil mas madalas tumatama ang mga suntok ng ating kababayan, dito mas nag-iinis si Darchinian. Hanggang sa bumukas ang depensa nito na siya naman naging pagkakataon ni Donaire upang ipatama ang isang counter left hook na solido namang tumama sa mukha ng Armenian. At dahil sa lakas ng pagkakatama, tila ba parang lasing ang tinaguriang Raging Bull nang matikman niya ang lakas ng suntok ni Donaire. Ang laban na ito ay naitala bilang Knockout of the Year sa Ring Magazine at biggest upset noong taon na iyon. Bukod pa sa 2 titulong nakuha ni Donaire, naipagiganti niya rin ang kapatid niya sa mayabang na Armenian boxer.
The Filipino Flash, Nonito
Ika-29 ng Mayo taong 2021 matapos patulogin sa round 4 ang former WBC World Bantamweight Champion na si Nordin O'Malley. Muling ipinakita ni Donaire sa libu-libing Pinoy na manonood na hindi pa napapanahon upang siya ay magretiro sa sports na kanyang minahal at muli niyang ipinamalas kung gaano kamagsik ang kanyang pamatay na left hook. Taong 2007 nang unang mapalaban sa world title si Nonito Donaire kontra sa undefeated Armenian boxer na si Big The Raging Bull Darchinyan. Isang technical fighter kung lumaban ang nasabing Armenian at hindi pa nakatikim ng knockdown sa kanyang professional boxing. Bagamat marami ang nagsasabi na dihado sa laban ng ating kababayan at nakakalamang si Darchinyan, desidido naman si Donaire na manakaut ang kalaban at maiuwi ang titulo. Sa unang round, mas naunang bumitaw ng mga kombinasyon si Darchinyan, subalit magaganda rin naman ang mga patamang binibitawan ni Donaire at handang makipagsabayan sa kampiyon.
Two things have happened. Darchinyan does not hit hard, and you can see the punches coming. Darchinyan's responsiveness is only half of round one. He's been hit more than we've seen in all the fights, and he's getting whacked like Donaire. He just got the best with the left. Darchinyan, the first swinging to handle pressure. He's got a lot of amateur experience, and it's a good weapon. Left hand, Donaire to the head. He's landing the jab. Donaire's also an uppercut with that straight left. Darchinyan has to be extremely focused to get time to fight sense of Darchinyan. Darchinyan got down and then he came back. Gives him a hand a little while. There comes a good second half of the round. He did come back very well. And no body work by Donaire against Darchinyan. Hit his chest. Push him, make it back. Oh, there's a good left hand that staggered Darchinyan, really. Darchinyan's finding the range with the, and you saw Darchinyan react. Big left hand. Oh, that was a good hand. To the ring. Donaire sensing the moment. Time he's seen his son fight as a pro. These moments for Ruben Darchinyan. He didn't have a great Darchinyan battle back. Casey has another hard left hand to the chest by Donaire. Right now, he's got Darchinyan right now. Rolling on Darchinyan right now, missing Wally with his right hand by Darchinyan. Straight left hand by Darchinyan. Again. Darchinyan's able to. In his last 12-round fight, under the line, scheduled for 12 on the line. They're there. Big height and reach advantage, staying on the outside. Nice counter left.
Pagdating ng round 5, dito na nakakuha ng magandang timing upang ipatama ang left hook ni Donaire sa pulang Armenian at bumulagta at halos kumalog ang tuhod nito. Magamat nakatayo pa naman, wala na rin sa balanse ang kanyang katawan. Kaya naman matagumpay na napasa kamay ni Donaire ang una niyang world title fight at hinirang pa ng Daring Magazine bilang knockout of the year.
Well, that left hook landed. It was just a perfect counter left hook by Nonito Donaire. On the left hook, it's very low. It's very low. Walks into the left hook.
April 2009, bago umakyat ng Super Flyweight Division, isa na namang undefeated boxer ang hinarap ni Nonito Donaire. Ito nga ay ang Mexican-American na si Raul The Cobra Martinez. Mahalaga ang laban na ito para kay Donaire dahil ito ang unang pagkakataon na lalaban si Donaire sa bansang Pinas para sa isang world title. Ginanap ang laban sa Araneta Coliseum, Cubao, Quezon City. Dito sa laban na ito, unang makakatikim ng unang pagkatalo si Martinez at unang knockout niya sa laban.
Try to take care of it with that little.
And always,
the left hook on the chin, and down goes Martinez. He's shaking it off. Did we mention the left hook?
And those wild punches are not going to get it done for Martinez because he'll put himself in the way of his head.
Down goes Martinez for a second time. Telling his corner, I'm all right.
Left hand. There it is again. You take a look at it. Had created one of the knockdowns. He was like Henry, one of the team. There were just moments where he didn't look. He looked equalized. He can hurt anybody in this weight class.
He's trying to finish it early, Al. Doesn't get the left hand. Martinez gets hit to the right.
But the problem is the left hand again. Overpowers him, and that's my point.
Martinez is just staggered. He's in big trouble. He's trying to stay away.
So much more powerful. Donaire's taking a lot of risks and chances the way he's attacking Martinez, but Martinez has not been able to land that one.
Donaire wanting to put on a show on a Sunday morning here in the Philippines. Left hand, down goes Martinez again. Martinez again saying he's all right, and it's got to be a shocking situation for a guy that's
unbeaten punch to Donaire off him.
And the body goes Donaire. This is surviving so far.
Nice right hand by Martinez.
There's the left hand again. It's so powerful, Al. It just staggers him every time he even slightly lands it. It just gets him completely off kilter. Now he's trying to come back on air. There's a right hand over the top. Really throwing caution to the wind, wanting to take Martinez out. They really put on the show.
Or he might make something happen. But clearly, there is
good combination. They're local folks.
Martinez absorbing these monstrous fighters.
Donaire has 3 knockdowns in the first 2 rounds. We're cautious this round.
Body, in the later rounds it might slow Donaire down, but we haven't seen one body punch by Martinez yet. He hasn't been close enough. There he lands with the left hook. Yeah, he's trying to use his technique with a combination punch from the loose. He worked on.
Bago matapos ang round 4, isang uppercut ang tumama sa panga ni Martinez at mukhang napuruhan ito. Kaya naman, nagpa siya na ang referee na itigil na lamang ang laban.
And anybody or division above when he moves up to 118 had better beware of him because he can knock anybody down.
Nonito Donaire.
February 2011, muling umakyat ng mataas na dibisyon si Donaire upang sagupain ang no unified WBO at WBC World Bantamweight Champion na si Fernando Montiel ng bansang Mexico. Sa pagkakataong ito, muli na namang lalaban ang ating pambato bilang underdog dahil sa ganda ng kartada ng kampiyon at isa sa pinakamalakas na bantamweight champion noon sa dibisyon. Subalit ang hindi alam ng karamihan noon na si Donaire na pala ang tatalo sa kanilang pambato.
Montiel in recent years has developed a devastating one-punch type left hook.
Hangs the right hand does Donaire. Big push different than little off balance as Donaire landed. Left-right combination from Donaire.
Donaire destroyed Darchinian and has rarely lost a round since then.
Now you see Montiel starting to put the pressure on.
Left hand from Donaire.
Montiel showing a strong chin character, so he has to be really careful here.
Countered after Donaire missed with a wild right.
Saktong 1 minuto ng round 2, isang devastating left hook ang pinakawalan ni Donaire at eksaktong tumama ito ng direkta sa panga ni Montiel, kita sa mukha ng kampyon na halos tumabingi na ang mukha nito sa lakas ng suntok na tumama sa kanya. Bagamat nakatayo pa naman, halos wala na rin ulirat ang Meksikano. at muli na namang matagumpay na napa sa kamay ni Donaire ang dalawang titulong hawak ni Montiel at tanghaling WBO at WBC World Bantamweight Champion at maging Knockout of the Year ng The Ring Magazine. Subalit matapos ang mahigit isang dekadang pamamayagpag at maging 4th Division World Champion, natalo si Donaire sa ika-4 na pagdepensa niya kontra sa Cuban boxer na si Guillermo Regondo at manakaut naman noong 2014 sa unang pagkakataon sa kamay ni Nicholas Walter sa Featherweight Division. At matapos ang mahigit isang taon mula nang matalo sa master ng Japan na si Naoya Inoue at mabigong maging kampiyon, muling nabigyan ng pagkakataon si Donaire noong May 29 para ipakita na hindi pa oras para magretiro. Subalit hindi basta-basta ang sasagupain ng ating kababayan dahil bukod nga sa mas bata ang kakalabanin ni Donaire, undefeated pa ito at hindi pa napapabagsak sa laban. Sasagupain ni Donaire ang betting favorite at WBC World Bantamweight Champion na si Nordine Oubaali. Pero bago pa magsimula ang laban, marami na ang nagsasabi na ito na ang panahon para magretiro si Donaire. Marami ang naniniwalang matatalo ang Filipino Flash dahil sa press con pa lang sinasabi na ng iba na galing sa sakit si Donaire at mukhang na-dehydrate ito ng gusto. Samantalang si Oubaali naman ay kitang-kitang nasa kondisyon ang pangangatawan nito. Subalit ganun pa man, sinabi ni Donaire na gagawin niya ang lahat para inakaut ang kalaban at mali ang mga prediction sa kanya dahil ayon kay Donaire pakiramdam niya ay para lamang siyang 20 years old ngayon dahil hindi umano siya nagpapabaya sa kanyang mga training. At mukhang nagkamali nga ang mga analyst sa mga prediction nila dahil muling ipinakita ni Donaire kung gaano kabagsik ang kanyang pamatay na left hook.
Corner mo na. Okay, pabangsakin mo na, Donaire. Nonito! Nonito! Oh!
Kung sa round 3 nasa by the bell pa ang kampyon matapos tamaan ng left hook ni Donaire, sa round 4 dito na tuluyang bumigay si Oubaali. Isa na namang solid left hook ang tumama sa panga ng kampyon. Kita sa itsura ng kalaban na lubha ito nasaktan kaya naman itinigil na ng referee ang laban. Wagi ang ating kababayan via knockout sa